why is it that in the wellness kind of spiritual space we talk about not projecting difficult emotions onto people and environments, but we don't extend the exact same protocol to feelings of eros and pleasure and horniness and sexual feelings? Right? Because we all know, right? We trip up when we have difficult feelings and we externalize it, and it's that person is doing this to me and this environment is doing this to me, but I don't have a problem, I am the problem. And we know that we need to look inwards and figure out what the feeling is saying to us, the emotion, the energy in motion, right? For example, anger. What is it actually saying about the parts that I've abandoned within myself? Well, in the same way with difficult feelings, should we not then be looking inwards when we have so-called juicy feelings, like erotic feelings? Surely the same protocol applies. That's just logic, no? So if I have pleasure energy in my body, erotic energy in my body, which you might be feeling right now because we're in that part of the year, in the Kundalini Chrism yoga cycle on the mother's body, Purusha and Prakriti, consciousness and nature, Shiva, Shakti, Christ, Sophia are copulating right now. So at this time of year, there is a high erotic energy in the mother's body. Well, when that energy arrives, I have an option to go, ooh, I'm feeling sexy. Oh, shit, look at you, Holmes. I'm externalizing right now. This feeling is about you. This feeling is about you. I want to jump on that. My pleasure is about you. I've externalized it and I'm looking at another being. Just like I would externalize anger or any other emotion. Right? And I'm not saying it's wrong to have fun times in the bedroom. Go right ahead, right? It's life. I wouldn't be here if my parents hadn't had a good time. And I've had plenty of good times in my life. But I'm at that point in my life where I'm now using that energy for self-recreation, because sexual energy is what we need for the alchemical rebirth in the chrism, the crown, Kundalini Chrism yoga union, right? So Kundalini is moving, and right now Eros is moving in the body of the mother and our own bodies, and she would like that Eros to move up the system. So how do we let erotic feelings and energy undulate in our body, move up the system, embody the heart, juice up the entire being, and be used to recreate our own selves, rebirth our own selves, regenerate, the self-regenerated, create in our own lives? This is the energy of transformation and spirituality. In the thalamus, the bedchamber of Christ or Hermes. Kundalini Chrism, right? And as Kundalini moves up the system, different feelings arise, right? So we've come out of the root and people were having lots of difficult emotions like anger, etc. And anger, when we look inwards, where am I betraying myself? What do I need to see about myself here? Now she moves up to sacrum and she's starting to copulate with consciousness or manipura coming in, which is fire, right? Well, that sexual feeling, erotic energy, that's not for me to externalize, like I'm not going to externalize my anger on somebody. It's for me to go, now that I've realized what anger showed me, what does Eros want to move into my heart? What is Eros? I need Eros to change things. I need Eros to empower me to walk into something new and to feel the juicy, gooey deliciousness of what it is to evolve and elevate, right? That's what she's here for. She is also here for procreation, if that's what you choose, of course. Okay? There's no judgment here. But I am an alchemist and I'm not going to beat around the bush. Right? And if any so-called mystery school is not teaching the path of containing sexual energy, well, it's not a mystery school. Okay? It's just a Rajastic, Tamastic school. That's what it is. Okay? And Tamas is beautiful. Go right ahead. But I'm not beating around the bush anymore with this. We need this energy. We need this energy, and it's for you. It's for you alone. It's about you alone. It's not about some hot dude or chick that you might see. It's not about them. You're externalizing the energy just like you externalize anger, or somebody might externalize any other emotion. And we need to apply the protocol of working with emotions and feelings within the being to sexual and elevating emotions too. Otherwise, the energy gets cut off at Manipura. It just comes here, and then Eros wants to break through and actually bring us elevation into the crown, but everyone's like, I think I'm going to go bang that dude over there. I think I'm going to go have a good sexy time over there. I think I'm going to let pleasure escape out the body. Spill the cup of Hermes. I think I'm going to go spill the cup of Christ. I think that's what I'm going to do with the energy, because every spiritual teacher around me seems to be preaching that. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, guys. Anyway, so as you like I said, there is absolutely no judgment. I thought it'd come down here to the yoni of the earth. You know, these gushing, where's that little waterfall behind me? Water is dripping deliciously if you can hear it. It's so fertile and damp down here, you know, like a nice wet Venus mound. That mound is for you. That mound is for you. Or you can externalize it as you like.